So what we're going to do, we're going to have a sequential start. So we're going to push start, control relay 1, timer 1 is going to come on, and it's going to begin timing. And then once the timer's done, it's going to open the contacts, disable control relay 1, get rid of timer 1, close the contacts, turn on control relay 2, and seal the memory. If nothing's on, we're going to have a red light. Once control relay 1's on, we're going to have a green light. And when control relay 2's on, we're going to have a yellow light. So starting, we have our line side power coming in right here. So this would be your L1 into a stop button. And this is also going to have to take care of all of our lights. So for now, I'm going to run it into here, and I'm going to add another little wire to take care of my lights. So I got that one. I'm going to add another little wire just so I have constant power ready and I don't have to try to find it later. And I'll use this red wire is going to take care of my lights when I'm ready to do my lights. What I like to do is all of the controls first, and then I get onto my lights. So I've got power into stop. I got to come out of stop into start. So I'm going to get out of stop. Get some stranded wire here. Yeah. Make sure it's at least a decent connection. So I'm coming out of stop. And I'm going to go into start, and the end of my start is the end of my timer because the timer is going to disable the memory circuit. So let me open this up a little bit further. And I'm going to cut this so it's a little bit easier to work with. And then let me get another little piece of wire because it's got to go into the timer is normally closed. So what I like to do, if this is going to be my CR1, this is going to be my T1, and this would be my CR2 right here. So I can kind of label it, make it a little easier for me when I go through. So the end of my start is also where my memory circuit comes from. It's going to come in from right here.
You guys are working on right there. Is that the one we already did?
This is from yesterday, but we're just running it again and put it on the YouTube. The end of my start goes through a normally closed of my timer for my memory. So this is going to be my timer, I said. So I'm going to run it in right here.
So that activates the feature.
So we go into my timer.
Even though it doesn't work. I would think that would be powering like maybe like
Comes out of my timer into my memory circuit.
yeah, it would nothing to do with it. We think that jumper is the one that's powering.
Out of my timer.
Still don't need anything.
Into my memory circuit for control relay 1. And I'm going to come out. The purpose of my start, fire control relay 1's coil and to fire the timer. And it's also when I get to the control relay, I'm going to seal my memory. So I'm going to come out of my start. So out of my start, into my coil, this is gonna seal my memory. So I went from the out of my start over to my coil. I'm gonna go from my coil to my memory seal, and then my memory seal over to T1. So just so we're all on the same page. Okay, that one's gonna go there. This one goes here. And this is going to activate, energize my coil for my timer. Okay. So that's everything from there up. So this timer set of contacts, you see the normally closed was 1 and 4. I'm going to come out 3 and then fire my control relay 2. Is there a little, can you some of those black wires? Because we're going to try to avoid. What's up, buddy? No problem, buddy. This way you guys have a resource that you can watch, and then it'll help, I think, help you. Sure it will. And then I'm going to need a leather little short piece because I have to do the memory seal right here. And then the normally opens, so the 12 and 8 are normally open. So I'm going to fire my coil right here, and then I'm going to seal my memory at 8. I still got to feed my memory circuit down here. So these two will go up here. And this is going to seal it. I'm going to shorten this up a smidge so it's a little bit easier for you guys to watch and see. I said 8 was the open one, correct? Okay, so that goes there. I got to add my memory circuit. So you see I've got the memory circuits right here at 1. I'm going to take a wire from the 1 on my timer to my memory circuit 12 right here. So I got to add a little short wire between those two. This one will work. Oh, you have a short one already? Or a sticker? A sticker. Too long. Try to make it a little bit cleaner for you. Okay, and that's got to go to number 12 right here. So that should be all of the control portions for everything on the top. So power into my stop right here. Power out of my stop into my start right there. The end of my start to the end of the normally closed for my memory circuit, which is in parallel with my memory circuit for control relay 2. When I push start, fires the coil, seals the memory, and it runs a wire to the timer.
At the same time, it seals the memory.
Okay. And then now all we're left with from the top is doing all of your lights. So the constant power is right here. It's got to go through the normally closed set. You see, it's all 3 of those are control relay 2. So I'm going to use number, so I got to read this. 9 is closed with 1, so constant power into 9. Okay. And then I gotta come out of number 1 because it's the normally closed one. This is going to feed control relay 1 for the lights. Okay, your red light was this one right here. This was your red light. So we want the red light on when nothing else is on. So we went normally closed. Your green light is this wire right here. So when this relay's on, you're going to have a green light. And your yellow light was over here, and it's got to get to the normally open set of contacts. Which is right here. So now you've got all of your powers done. Now you just got to do all of your neutrals. And you've got all of your neutrals spliced right here. So I'm going to go neutral right here to number 2. Now I may not have matched every one of those, but I've said the open and close and all that stuff. And if you have questions, you can always ask me too. It's in formula. And then one more neutral somewhere. I gotta get a neutral right here. Oh, here, let's add. I got one. I can make this one here. Put him in right here. There's another neutral. Stick him right with these neutrals you got all together. Like that. And you go ahead and plug in your parts. That one goes there. On delay. And relay here. And flip this. Now you've got your power. So I've got our red light on. Nothing else is on. Press start. Timer's timing. You've got your green light on. Time's out. There's your yellow lights on, and this one's on with your memory circuit. Shut it all down. Back to your red light. There's your green. Both of those are on. Timer's timing. Shifts, disables the memory. Click. Fires the coil with this wire. Seals the memory right there. Remains on until press stop. Cool.